like if you are leading your home, leading your kid,
Awesome.
leading yourself. Yeah.
Awesome.
Carry on.
Amazing.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Over to you, Jayanth.
Okay. Sure. I'll go. So, hey everyone, I'm Jayanth. I'm from Bangalore. I have been part of this amazing community for more than a year now. So, professionally, I am a software engineer with almost 10 years of experience. And I've been like a big part of this community. I've been reading a lot of books. I've been attending a lot of these sessions and then learning a lot about leadership, communication, and everything. I've even attended the effective communication workshop that happened last time. So I want to share my whatever I've learned with you guys here. So today, to start with, let's take one scenario. A scenario where, let us say, you're trying to finish some project which you started and you want to finish it somehow because maybe there is some deadline coming, or maybe you've been working on it for so long that you want to get done with this. But there's a problem. You're running out of ideas. You're not able to figure out that one thing that can put your project together. You're just not able to get over that block, mental block. So you become stressed, you become anxious, and you start worrying when you'll be able to get done with all these things. So out of desperation, you say, okay, let me take a break. And then you take maybe like a half an hour break. You just go away from all this work. You go for a walk, and then you talk to someone, and then you do something completely different, which is not related to the work you are doing. And then you come back. And then you are all relaxed. And then you are just like, okay, let me get back to the work. And then something magical happens. The problem which you are trying so hard to solve at the time, which you are so stressed about, you just found the solution. You just thought of it just like that. I mean, you cannot believe how you missed this in the first place. It was there, right there in front of your eyes. How many of you experienced something like that, where you've just taken a break and come back and then you just solve it instantaneously, some problem you're trying to solve? Right? Almost all of us have experienced that.
Yes.
And I have to admit, even I have seen that happen with me so many times. Like even sometimes I just go frustrated, okay, I'm too frustrated right now, I'll take a nap. And once I get up from the nap, I get the solution just like that. And then sometimes I take an extended coffee break. And then when I come back, I see there is a flaw in some flaw in the logic, which I had done earlier. And then I'm able to fix it. So we start thinking, what sort of magic is this? Why? How does this happen to us? Like we are the same people who went out and then who are the same people who took a break. But then when we come back, we're able to solve the problem. So according to Dr. Maxwell Maltz, this is no magic at all. In his book, Psycho-Cybernetics, he explains that this is because of a phenomenon called creative thinking, automated creative thinking. And according to him, all of us, all the humans on this earth are all creative thinkers. But what happens is that we try to be conscious about everything we do. We try to be conscious about everything we think we do all the time. And thereby, we don't allow our creative machinery in our mind to flow. We try to control everything. We try to control every thought, every action of ours through our conscious thinking, or what he calls this forebrain thinking. Like basically, we want to be in control of everything. And thereby, we create that unnecessary stress and anxiety. For example, let us say you go to a pianist who plays a piano and everything. Right? So here, let us say he's a very, like an expert in his field. He's at the top of his field. And you go to that person. And then if you ask him to play a composition, and if he starts thinking consciously about what finger of his hits what key, he won't be able to play even a simple composition. All the conscious thought about like the playing and everything, he would have put that when he's learning. So he has put so much of time into that it has become like habit-like. Basically, it has gone into subconscious. So he need not put any conscious effort. That's the reason why he has become a skilled performer. Because his skills has reached a point where they cease any don't need any conscious effort, and they turn into a habit, and that becomes part of a success mechanism. Just think of your simple daily routine as well. Like most of us today work with computers, right? We cannot be like, when we are actually working, we cannot think, okay, this finger has to go on this finger, this key, and then this finger, I have to type this key afterwards. I have to position my hands like this. All those things we cannot think. I mean, we are already used to this. It has become a habit of like typing. And anything, like for example, writing or reading, or even speaking, like creating sentences, forming sentences when we are speaking. All of this have become habits and become like now all part of a success mechanism, which allows us to achieve larger goals. Without this, we'll be stuck doing all these common trivial things without being able to achieve those larger goals. So if we take the same scenario, if you put in too much of conscious effort into any details, anything you are trying to do, it will jam your automatic creative mechanism. That's why some people are awkward and self-conscious in social situations, because they're trying to consciously control everything that is happening around them and to them. They're conscious about every move they make, every word they speak. They have inhibited their creative mechanism. If they can just let go, if they can just stop trying, or if they stop caring and then give no thought to how they are behaving, in other words, become less self-conscious, they'll be able to act creatively, they'll be able to act spontaneously, and they'll be able to be themselves in front of others. And this applies to everything we do, even setting a goal for ourselves. If you are conscious about the goal all the time, keep thinking about it, you'll not be able to think how you'll achieve that goal. You'll not be able to think about the process. For example, if your goal is to climb Mount Everest, reach the top of the Mount Everest, and then you always think about, okay, I'll reach the top, and think about what you do after reaching the top. You're not actually thinking about how you'll reach the top. You're actually not getting into the journey mode. You need to get into the journey mode. You need to turn your goal to your subconscious and let your success mechanism guide you there, guide you to reach that goal without any effort. Similarly, let us say if you want to improve your financial situation, and you keep thinking about it, continuously obsess about where you are right now and where you want to reach, more likely or not, you won't reach where you want to go. Program that financial goal, like whatever goal you have, program it into your subconscious mind, and then get busy with the process of reaching that goal. If you don't know the process, just give yourself some space and time so that the process of how to reach that goal will come to you. And this is the success mechanism that keeps on working. It's this subconscious that actually applies the success mechanism to give you that. And this will only happen when you're relaxed, not when you're tensed, or not when you're trying to force your way through the process. So just to summarize what I talked about right now, all of us have a mechanism, success mechanism, to achieve whatever we set out to achieve. And this is possible through automatic creative thinking all of us have. But what most of us control everything around us, become conscious about everything and whatever we think and we do. And while this conscious thinking is required to set our goals or maybe to identify some problems, if we try to consciously force our way through the process of solving it, we'll get stuck, we'll get anxious, we'll get stressed, and we'll inhibit our creative thinking process. Instead, we should just be relaxed and not try to control everything, and just allow our creative mechanism to figure out the process and then follow the process. I hope I added some value today. Thank you.
Awesome. Amazing speech, Jayanth.
Superb, Jayanth.
I mean, I really liked the speech. I mean, the way Jayanth was articulating, and he covered